Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So we got ourselves a new set of wheels. I wouldn't say new, but new to the channel, or new for the car that I'm going to put it on. But we got ourselves a set of wheels, right? The other one is not here right now. I left it by my brother, but we're going to repair these wheels. So some of the other one that's with my brother has serious curb rash. I need to go for that one. But we're going to repair them, and I'm going to show you step by step. At least I'm going to try to show you step by step. So, you know, they have like some serious scratches in them, and we're going to repair. The other one has some curb rash. But as you can see the curb rash on some of them, like right here, going around. But as I said, we're going to repair all of that, and we're going to spray these wheels. I'm not telling you the color yet, so stay tuned. At the end of the video, you're going to see the color. Alright? Alright, so this is where I'm at with the wheels. So these are all the scratches, the indents, or the little dings that I found. So here you go. Right, so what I'm gonna do is fill even around the edges there with the metal filler. And you can see over there with these. Yeah, so there's some sections there, especially on the sides. You can see. And yeah, I sanded down the inside already. The inside I just use 400 grit, or you can use a scuffing pad, because I mean the inside doesn't really matter in terms of, you know, any imperfections. I just want it clean. And I sprayed the inside of them with the primer, because this section usually tends to rust right here. So I sanded it down with 80 grit and then sprayed it with primer. I don't really care for sandpaper marks right here, but this is what I did. So I sanded the whole edge of the inside because they were scratched up. So I'm still gonna fill that. I want it looking good, even though it's not a big of a deal. So yeah, so that's it. So stay tuned. I'm gonna fill, and then after that I'm gonna sand and primer, and it's the same process of like doing a car, but it's just that these have little detailed edges and, you know, curves, so you have to be detailed with it. So yeah. Alright guys, so we finished filling. I just realized that I'm out of 320 sandpaper, so I need to go and get some. But here are the fills. So I don't care about this tire because I have to replace this tire, so I really don't care if any filler gets on it. But you can see the areas that were filled. All the little scratches or deep dents. There you go. And even the back of this one had some scratches on it, so I had to fill them. Alright, here you go. So right there, right there, and right over here. This is why I'm replacing the tire. I don't know how that happened. I bought it from the person like that. Yeah, I don't care. But you can see where the filler is, metal filler. Alright. Sorry I couldn't show you while I'm doing it. It's just that I can't have the thing in my hand while I do it at the same time. That's metal filler. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is sand this down with 320, alright? And then I'm gonna prime it, the areas that I filled. I'm gonna sand the whole thing down with 320, to be honest with you, because they have clear on them that's coming off, and then I'll just prime the whole wheel. It's more work, but it's better quality when you're done. As my father always said, when in doubt, prime. Prime is security. So I'll prime the whole wheel. Alright guys, so I did the worst one first. So this is how it looks like. This is sanding down the filler, the metal filler, with 80, then 180. I'm going to go over the whole wheel with 320 and prime it, because there's still little scratches there that I want to remove before I start spraying it. So this is how it looks right now. And I did the inside, so we sanded down the edges, all the curb rash and scratches, we got that out with the filler. So I'm using this metal reinforced filler. Alright, so you don't need much, trust me. The more filler you have, the more you have to sand. You don't really need much, especially for little dings on the wheel. You don't need much, but it's still a lot of work. I hear people saying all the time, oh, okay, it's just a wheel, it's just some scratches, it's not going to take long. I was like, okay, if you want it done properly, it's going to take long. So yeah, when people keep saying that, I'm like, y'all don't know. So unless you do it yourself, and this is why I'm showing you, so you can go ahead and do it yourself and you can see what I'm talking about. As much as it's a wheel and it's just a little scratches, you have to go around the whole wheel, get all the scratches, and you want to make sure it's done properly. So you have to take your time, you have to go inside, you have to go in these little areas right here, right? Because there's scratches that come off from this end to this end, and I had to do all that. So yeah, but this is the wheel, and we did the inside. Remember, we had the inside. So oh, I forgot to sand that, but yeah, so it actually, remember the big scrapes that we had in the beginning? There you go, they're all sanded out. I need to sand that one though, I totally forgot about that one. But yeah, that's the progress right now, and I have three more to do. So yeah, all right guys, so it might look so simple, but it really is a lot of work. Getting into these hard to reach places, going over these again after I hit them with 80 to 180, and then we have to go over each wheel with 320, then prime, then go over with 400 or 600. So all these little areas is so hard to reach, but gotta do it. Alright, so this is the second wheel we're on. So guys, the one that I thought was going to be the easiest turned out to be the most difficult one. So we had stripping clear, we had bad paint. So the previous owners, I don't know exactly how they did it, but they have bad paint. The paint is crumbling, so I had to get off that paint and I had to get off the clear. The clear was stripping. So it could be cheap clear, or it could be that it's just on there for a very long time in the sun and it cracks up. So I had to go over the insides and go back over the whole wheel, and we're still not finished because I did all that with 220. Now I have to go over it with 320, then prime it, then 400. So we still have a lot of work to do, and this is just one wheel. So this one is coming along. It has some stripping clear on there as well I have to get rid of. The other one is going to be welded and dealt with, so yeah. Alright, here we are guys. I just primered the first wheel. Yes, I use black primer because I'm going to spray the wheels a dark color. You'll see when I'm done, but everything seems to be good. I have no scratches on the edges, no dents, no anything. That's just a piece I scratched off. That's the scratch off the primer. But yeah, looks good. Looks good. I'm going to prime the inside as well. Those spots that you see there, that one, and there's the other one. That one, yeah. But it's coming out good. I need to prime all four of them, then sand them back down, and see if there are any imperfections in the primer when the primer dries completely. And then yeah, I just want these wheels to come out very good. All the work I'm putting in them, yes, I need them to come out good. So it's better to just do it now, because once paint goes on, you can't change anything. So primer, sand, and primer again if you have to. Yeah, but this is the progress right now. Alright, second wheel primed. It's almost as if I just sprayed the wheels black, but they look good black. But no, I want a different color. So There you go. Everything looks nice, smooth. That's what I wanted. Smooth. No, there was a big scratch somewhere here. I think it's right here, right up here. I can't really see. I can't really tell. There's some places that I need to resand. You can see there's clear coming off right here. I'm gonna sand that down. Yeah. So this is just the primer to tell me exactly where I need to sand. Yeah. So yeah, everything looks good. Hey guys, what's up? So I thought the worst was over with the other wheels, but this one is definitely bad. So take a look. This is the worst one. Look at that curb rash. So I have to fix that. And there's a bend right there. I want to see if I can just pry that out and fix that one as well. But this one has some serious chips. At top right there, right here, right here, right here. Yeah, so this is the worst one. Yeah, this is definitely the worst one. Oh wow. Well, I like to see how it comes out. So guys, I got back the other wheel that needed to be welded, and it came out way better than I expected. My brother's brother-in-law did the work, and I have to say I'm very impressed because he cut out the wheel and actually replaced that area with metal and or aluminum. I'm not quite sure, but he did a very good job. Very good job. Came out way better than I expected. That's why I guess that's what happens when you've been doing the craft for such a long time. These things are easy for you. Alright guys, so we have sanded and filled. I sanded down everything with 40 grit sandpaper. I'm so sorry I didn't show it before I sanded it, before I put on the filler. But you can see the edges, right? There's no, well, if you saw the previous video, you saw that the edges actually came over. Like the curb rash was so severe, so I sanded it down all the edges completely, so it's flat. So I'm going to use the filler now to try and fill up all the sanding that I did. So here we go. That's what I did, and all the edges are flat now. Don't worry about the messy job. I'm going to take care of that when I sand it down. But yeah, I got all the edges and the inside of most of them. So yeah, it's coming along. So I'll be sanding it down a little bit, and you're going to see the outcome. And after the sanding, well, yeah, after the 80 grit, we're going to sand down 180, and then we're going to go to 320. Then we're going to prime, and then we're going to sand down again, because I know the primer is going to start showing up little faults. And then we're going to prime again. It's a long process. Alright guys, this is where I'm at now. So you remember the bend that was on the spoke? There you go. There's a little more metal filler on the side because there was a pitting there, so I just filled that out. But there you go. I got rid of all the curb rash. So when the primer goes on, you'll see how it looks after that. This is just a rough draft of everything. Right where the welding was. There you go. There's no more surface imbalance or anything like that. So there. And the extreme curb rash was up here, and where else? It was, I think, down here as well. We got that out. So they told me, I remember going to a wheel specialist, a guy that repairs wheels, and he told me it was like $150 to $200 to get out the bend. So if you look back in the video, you can see the bend, and look what it is now. I'm like, no way. Give me a hammer and a piece of wood and a flat point screwdriver, I get it done. Don't worry, I'll get it done. And I did. Thank God I didn't pay for it. I'm like, no way. Some ridiculous prices. Everything here, anybody can do it. It just takes time. It's patience. You have to sit down and get into the nitty-gritty, the grooves, and do everything yourself. But it's doable. It just takes time. If you don't have time, all right, matter, okay, fine, go pay for it. But if you have time, do it yourself. The wheels, I leave it for every other day. So I come and I work on it, and I'm like, you know what, don't stress it, don't get frustrated. The next day when I have a little time, I do something else. You know, I keep doing it. As soon as I feel myself getting frustrated or, oh my gosh, there's a lot of sanding, I'll leave it alone and do it again tomorrow. But I'll show you the primer when I'm done, because I have to hit this with 180 everything, and then I'm going to hit it with 320, then I'm going to primer it. So stay tuned. Alright, here we are guys with the primer. So I primed this one. You can see at the edges, you can take a look. Everything seems okay, but it's not. So you can see right here, that has to be sanded again right there, and there's a little, yeah, so that right here has to be sanded as well. The edges right there, yeah, but other than that, no curb rash. Welded area taken care of. Can you tell where the welded area is? Can't even tell. So yeah, just giving you this for there you go guys, this is the updates. Alright, this is where the progress, basically. This is where the wheels are right now. All primed, all imperfections found and dealt with, and it's going to be, we want to reprime, and then we're going to scuff them down, or we can use 600, and then we're going to spray. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just making you know. See, all four wheels were damaged, and now all four wheels look like well, you get the picture. But yeah, so these are the wheels right now. First coat. There you go guys, the wheels are finished. So that's blue metallic with purple hue. I put a purple hue in there. I don't know if you can see it. There you go, you see the purple? Oh my god, that's beautiful. Yeah, so the wheels are done. Magnesium blue with a purple hue. This is my touch. I've never seen a magnesium blue with any purple in there, but you're going to see the purple as soon as it hits the sun. Like, you can't really tell now because it's in the dark, but this is fantastic. This is exactly the way I wanted it to come out, because I sprayed it black before because the color was a little light, so I wanted that magnesium blue darkness. So I sprayed the wheels black, then blue, to get it a little bit darker. So I'm very happy with how it came out, and tomorrow I'll show you more of it in the sunlight. These are the finished product of the wheels in the sun. You can see the blue and the purple. And this is a beautiful color. It really is. The purple makes it so much better. And guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'm going to actually, you know, do a little TikTok, you know, on all four of the wheels. But please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Leave a comment, tell me what else you want to see, and you know, if there's anything that I can, you know, go in depth on the wheels and how I did everything, please don't be afraid to ask. All right, so that's it guys, thank you.